You know, I knew this was going to be a challenging game for us. My team is so young and inexperienced. To play a team like IUPUI that has just come off postseason run and brought all of their players back, you can tell that they've been playing for a long time. And to be honest with you, for me, it was a good opportunity to see where we are. It gave us, there are a lot of things that we have been talking to our team about that they will be able to see from this film. And it's going to be a work in progress as far as that's concerned. With the game plan, we kept them where the game plan was followed all the way to the T, except for I didn't expect us to get out-rebounded the way that we did, and I didn't expect us to put them on the free throw line as much as we did.
So Crystal Allen, she played 34 minutes. She basically carried y'all in the second half. Give a take on her performance. You
know, Crystal's a competitor. She loves to play, like I said previously. You know, she's going to give 100% of the time when she's out there. And that's pretty much it when it comes to her. Like, I'm not surprised. I told you guys, I think she had 12 last game. I said sometimes she's going to have 20. It just depends. And I think that she'll continue to get better as time goes on.
What do you guys think you can do to improve the rebounding in the next match?
Yeah, I mean, that rebounding is will, period. You know, we have to pursue the ball. I didn't think that we pursued the ball. You know, right now, we're learning how to win. We're learning how to win through adversity, and in order to win, you just can't want to win in your heart. You have to be willing to do what it took. And IUPUI, I mean, I'm not taking anything away from them. They did what it took to win on the road.
You guys finished with 24 fouls. They finished with 12. That's obviously a huge difference. So can you maybe speak on that a little bit?
No comment on it. We're just going to be an aggressive team, and hopefully at some point in the season, officials will respect that that's how we're going to play. I'm not making any apologies for it. You know, we want to be tough. Now, is toughness fouling? No, but, you know, that's just the way it happened, and that's definitely not why we didn't have opportunity to win the game. All right, there were a lot of things that were in our control that I didn't think that we took advantage of.
You mentioned this being a game of, I guess, a work in progress, kind of seeing where you are.
Yeah.
What kind of positives did you take away from a game like this with the young team?
Positives were we really dug in and fought back because we didn't get any type of activity or productivity initially. I think positives for me will be when we watch film, we'll realize that it's going to take 40 minutes to have success. You know, when you look at the stat line, we lost the game in the third quarter. Third quarters have been our Achilles heel for some reason. So we, as a coach, I have to go back and try to figure out how I can help them in the third, but because then we ended up figuring out a way to be a little bit more competitive in the fourth. But I think the positives is film, being able to see our weaknesses and push from there and try to find ways to correct it. You know, I'm not at the least surprised that this team came in and gave us all we could handle. When I watched them on film, I knew that they were going to be a tough matchup for us, especially for my team. That's brand new, and so we're just going to get back to the drawing board and continue to work on getting better.
What did you learn about yourself as a coach, kind of learning in your first season?
Yeah, well, this is not my first season, so first seasons are tough. They're challenging but I can tell you this: if this was my first year of head coaching, I probably would have be ready to beat myself up and beat my head onto a wall. I am very aware that this is a process, and you know, I'm not going to beat down the kids. I felt like they played hard. We're just learning how to win. I don't even think like they didn't want to win. You get what I'm saying? Like it's a process. There are things that they have to learn if we want to be successful.
What
What's your message to the team? You guys go play or stay here to play Temple next week. What's your message going into that game?
Well, that no one's going to give us anything. No one's going to feel sorry for us. No one cares that we're new. You know, everyone has a job to do, and at some point we're going to mature and be more and fight and try to execute at a high level. I thought we had some key turnovers in the crucial parts of the game. Just lack of trust in themselves, you know, and the game plan, and that's something that has to be developed over time. And, you know, we need to just rest up, and tomorrow we'll take off, and then Sunday we'll have an opportunity to have a mental prep and be ready to compete.
In the fourth quarter there, I mean, you're kind of making a run, making it really close. So what would have put you over the edge? What kind of kept you from getting over the edge there?
Yeah, I mean, there were some execution points in the fourth, and they made some tough shots. You know, that number 50, she's a really good player. She made some tough shots, and she carried them. In my opinion, 23-12. I mean, that's impressive, you know, and it's a reason why she got preseason player of the year in their conference. And so they didn't back down. We couldn't pull away. And there were reasons why we couldn't pull away, but I will have to show our team that on the film, in the film session.
Anything else?
Thanks, guys.